Who's the number one player on the top 100 this year?
On the what?
Top 100.
I'm not saying him. I give credit when it's due, but I'm not saying his name.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you do. I'm not saying his name, brother. I'm sorry. Joe Burrow. I'm not saying that guy's name.
Now we did that on replay so y'all can understand how upset he was by y'all asking him that question. Like y'all already knew what it was. He should have said 1-5 for Kansas City. Like, I'm not gonna say his name. But how y'all feel about Jamar Chase saying I'm not saying his name? And it's a two-part question here. Do you think the Bengals are the biggest threat to the Chiefs in the AFC?
I got you, Tomo. I know you going first, CD. Yes, they are the biggest threat to the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs. Biggest threat. Tomo Worms team part 2. You know, they both Bengal fan when the Cowboys losing playoffs. They got to root for somebody. So they go to the orange, the orange and black. But it's funny how both of y'all are going running to the Bengals.
Hey, Warren, we gotta talk, man. I have an idea. We gotta talk.
Maybe that's why they keep. Maybe ever since y'all, Tomo, you were with them since they won the Super Bowl. Well, when you actually put your bandwagon on and they lost the Super Bowl, so maybe you need to back up. All right.
Actually, they did what the Mavericks did. I got them all the way to the Super Bowl and they lost. That's exactly what happened. They were my dark horse.
The Bengals are the only team I've seen that beating the Chiefs when Joe Burrow's healthy. They're beating. I think they're undefeated against Mahomes in the regular season when they play them. When Joe Burrow plays, they're the only team in the AFC outside of Tom Brady that beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. And a lot of it got to do with their defensive coordinator. The defensive coordinator does a great job with Patrick Mahomes. Even the last time they played the Chiefs, Burrow had all this stuff. This Joe Burrow Stadium. They talking all this trash, giving all this ammo for the Chiefs, and the Chiefs won off a late hit, and they turned into a field goal. It took them that close to beat the Bengals with all that extra inspiration, all that extra edge they had on top of it. So I think the Bengals are the toughest matchup. Look at the AFC. We saw what they did to Lamar Jackson. Now, I'm not saying Lamar can't win this year, but we saw what they did to Lamar Jackson. We saw what they do to Josh Allen every single year. Patriots, Teddy, I'm sorry, not even a conversation, right? Titans, we saw what happened. We saw what happened to D-Watt in Houston, up by 20-something points in the first quarter, walked you down within 6 minutes. So we've seen every quarterback in the AFC go against that guy, Patrick Mahomes, and they all failed except for one guy, and that's Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is not scared of Chiefs. Jamar Chase not scared of Chiefs. One of Jamar Chase's best games was against the Chiefs. 3 touchdowns, like 266 yards. Burnt them up. So, yes, they are the biggest threat to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hold on, Dave. I got you, Dave. So you said Jamar Chase is not scared of the Chiefs.
Nah.
But he was just scared to say that man's name in the interview.
You call that being scared?
Did you not hear how he stuttered? He said it about 5 times in the video. Did you just see the video we watched? He said, I'm not saying his name.
He not saying I'm not saying his name because I'm scared. He's like, bro, they won the last 2 years. That's my rival. I'm not saying his name. That's what he's saying.
But I remember vividly him doing an interview where they asked him about receivers, and he named those names so quickly. So I'm just saying he can name a top 5 receiver list, but he can't say who's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
That's his rival, Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, at the end of the day, Jettas is your rival when it's time to get paid.
That's his best friend. They went to college together.
I don't care about none of that. That right there lets me know the people he not scared of, he could say their name, but the name that he couldn't say got him a little shaken. Because at the end of the day, the Joe Burrow that beat Mahomes was Joe Cool. Slim Shady, I don't know. That's all I'm saying, Joe. It's the different Burrow we looking at here.
That's Cody Rose, man. That ain't Slim Shady.
Somebody, Amber Rose.
That's the one that knocked the rock out. So I don't know. Cody Rose might do it.
That's right.
But no, I'm not mad at him for saying that. He was just giving them a little show, man. At the end of the day, I just had to mess with you right quick, Joe. At the end of the day, you just giving him a show. Burrow is my favorite. If Burrow is my quarterback, that's my favorite quarterback. If y'all see who my quarterback is on my team, I talk about Dak. That's my favorite quarterback at this time. Will I say that he's better than Mahomes? To myself, I won't say it on air because it's not true. But if you ask me in the top 100, I would have said it. And do I think that the Bengals are the biggest threat? One of. That's the part you missed, Joe. They're one of the biggest threats in the AFC. They're not the biggest threat.
Who's the biggest?
The team that almost had him, if not Hollywood, if Zay Flowers didn't fumble at the on that touchdown. The Ravens definitely
at the time.
The Ravens definitely had their number. The Ravens had their number. If Lamar would have ran a little bit more, they had their number. That was just it was an anomaly game for Lamar. I don't know what happened. I'm not gonna say he choked, but it was just an anomaly game for him. So I think they're one of. Don't sleep on the Ravens, man.
I'm not.
Go ahead, Dave.
I also agree with Tomo by saying that I don't think the Bengals are the biggest threat, that they are one of. I think the Ravens is definitely one. I think the Houston Texans are one as well. And despite their quarterback play, I think the Browns is someone that could be. I said despite their quarterback play.
I think you about to say they are the best. I think you about to say they are the biggest threat.
I think the Browns could be, but the biggest threat to me in the AFC to the Chiefs is health. That's what I'm going to say. It's health. I don't think anyone is a threat to Patrick Mahomes, honestly. I don't think anyone threatens them when it comes to them being able to get back to the AFC Championship game. I think Lamar had that chance to solidify himself as the guy that can rival him in the AFC. And with him being healthy, his team being healthy, no one being hurt, he just did not play up to Lamar's part. He didn't play up to his own standards. And that's just what it is for me. The only way that somebody can beat the Chiefs is if they get a lot of injuries. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I don't think the Bengals are the biggest threat. I don't think the Texans are. I don't think anyone's the biggest threat. I think they're all pretty much the same. I put them all on the same playing field. I don't really put anyone above anybody when it comes to playing against the Chiefs.
Hold on.
We listen.
Who beat the Chiefs in the playoffs? What's the one team the Chiefs don't have a winning record with against in the playoffs?
It's the Bengals.
It's the Bengals. And both games went down to the wire.
They lost to them once and beat them once.
No winning record. They lost to them once and they beat them once. And both games went down to the wire.
You're making it seem like the Bengals have an edge against them in the playoffs, and that's not true. It's a tie.
You said the biggest issue was health. Like the Bengals can't beat them when they already did.
And I'm saying right now, with the team that they've improved with,
having the
Chiefs.
With the receiving
core? The receiving core. That team has improved. What do you mean? Their offense has improved.
So you telling me the team they had, right? The offense they had when they went against the Bengals when they lost, it's not better than this offense with Tyreek Hill?
I think
so. They had Tyreek Hill.
I think the combination is probably better. Yeah. But I'm not saying that they have receivers that are better than Tyreek Hill. And you will not hear me say that because Tyreek Hill is, if not the best, or at least the second best wide receiver in the NFL.
Joe Burrow has a winning record with Mahomes, by the way.
Think about this: you got Hollywood Brown, you got the guy that they drafted from Texas, and you got Travis Kelce. That's 3 weapons, not just 2.
Don't forget about Speed Racer
and Isaiah Pacheco back there.
Is that been worthy?
No, Rice.
Oh, Rice. Oh,
and Rasheed Rice.
Yeah,
that too. You pretty much got 3 with two good receivers because Hollywood Brown is not trash. He just, he'll be
good with Mahomes.
He just drops passes a little too often.
Hollywood can't catch.
See, but and then you got Rasheed Rice and the NFL, and the NFL has not spoken to the Chiefs about suspending him, so I don't think he's going to get suspended.
Okay.
How can we say the Ravens and the Texans are in the same category with the Bengals when it comes to playing the Chiefs? How can we do that? When the Ravens went to bed, when my man take the whole nation, and I'm a Lamar guy.
It was a close game. You make it seem like they had blown out.
Dave, The Chiefs up by double digits the whole game. How was that a close game?
Joe, if what's in that? What is the boy? I'm not keep messing up the boy name. If Zay Flowers scores on that play, it's now 14-17.
If the Bengals didn't push Mahomes late on that play, they probably would have won. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. It didn't happen.
If the Chiefs didn't hold in the Super Bowl, we probably have a Super Bowl title. But hey,
Hey, you sound like another team that said the same thing.
I
So
mean,
if somebody didn't hold, then they probably have a Super Bowl too.
So
So,
my
he
goodness.
overthrow Emmanuel Sanders. This guy.
but no, I just don't remind me of that. Oh my gosh. But that's just my opinion. I don't believe the Patriots. Come on.
you talking
Oh,
about that? Oh no, you talking about when Brady was there? Then the
Oh, he's
Patriots
trying to
beat-
win a record. He probably trying to record.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, Brady's gone. We talk. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The Patriots not no more though.
Yeah,
But
that
the
ain't happening.
Bengals are the biggest. Like to say that is like you basically saying like they can't lose. That's what you were saying basically. They can't lose.
I don't believe so.
Now I get you say, I picked them to win. I mean they're the 2-time Super Bowl runner up, but the Bengals have shown they went into Arrowhead and they beat Patrick Mahomes. Then they went to Arrowhead again while giving Arrowhead more fuel to the fire, and they almost came out with a W in that game. So the Bengals and the regular season, they own it every time they play them. Dub every time. Joe Burrow winning record against Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, I just see what the teams did this offseason, and I believe that they're improved enough to be able to be a threat, just like the Bengals.
Who?
All the teams I named.
So you saying the
First of
Texans
all,
didn't
Lamar my
improve?
guy, but he got to show me something more in the playoffs. Number one, Josh Allen.
We didn't even bring up the Bills. Nobody even
Check
brought
him
up the
out.
Bills. You brought
And
the Bills.
CJ Stroud, bro, second year player gonna beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Stop it.
I didn't say he was going to beat them.
But you
said
said
he
he
was
was in the category of Joe Burrow and the Bengals. No. If the
What year
Bengals
was-
play the Texans in the playoffs, give me the Bengals.
Joe Burrow's
year
only
was-
played
the
one full
Clippers- the
season.
Clippers
Other than that, he's
start
been
taking all over
hurt.
again.
What you mean?
Huh?
Wasn't that Joe Burrow's second year when he beat Mahomes in the playoffs?
Yes, it was his second year.
Because he got hurt his rookie year. So
Joe
basically, that was his
Burrow.
first year.
Yes,
So you
that
saying
was
a
his-
second year
that was
quarterback
his
can't do
second
it?
year. Yes, it was.
I'm glad you brought
Tomo.
that up. So you trying to tell me both of the years that he was healthy, he went to the AFC Championship game?
No, hold on. But you just
Hey.
said no. I see what you're doing. But you just said, do you believe a second year quarterback can go up there and beat Mahomes?
And Burrow was
we
a
just
second-year
named one.
quarterback
Who
who
was
did that.
yours? So CJ could do it.
That's a good point. That's a great point. I'll give you that. That's it, Tomo. Write that down. You kind of got me right there. But we got to see that happen. But Joe Burrow already done it. I'm saying Joe Burrow and the Bengals are the biggest. If the Chiefs watch the schedule, who do we not want to play? Now, obviously, it's Mahomes. They don't care who they play. But if they said, what would be the toughest game you had to play? Who the biggest threat to y'all? They would say the Bengals. And you see Jamal Chase, like, I don't want to say his name. Talking about, that's how much I want to beat these dudes. Look, Taylor, look. Get on, Tomo, get on.
Get him.
Nah. Well, I mean, y'all got a chance to get me back on this next subject, but go ahead.
First of all,
Go ahead.
LeBron ain't playing on first team on NBA besides Derrick Rose. You
Now
know,
you gonna bring
Patrick
up that
Mahomes beat
tweet.
Lamar
Now you about to bring up
MVP.
that-
Josh Allen first place vote. Tua most passing yards. I mean, he being top caliber people. Who
He beat
LeBron
Brady,
beating?
too.
No, he lost to Brady. But who LeBron beating?
Who beat Brady in the playoffs?
Dak
Dak
Prescott.
Prescott. Come on now.
Dak Prescott did. Put him out of his misery. He said, you know what? You should have stayed with your wife. I'm gonna send you to her early. And when he sent her to her early, it was too late.
It was
Bengals
all
Chiefs
Dak
the only
fault.
rivalry because they actually. Thank you, J-Mo. They talking about something. Texans and Ravens are in the same
You
boat.
saying the biggest threat? I just think they're
They
one
are.
of.
No, it got to be. You said the Ravens.
I said one of. I said the one word you missing in your statement is one of.
Yeah, they're one
They're
of.
one
and they're
of
also
the-
the biggest threat.
All right, if you want to put it in tiers, you could say Bengals, Ravens, Texans.
My man.
If you want to do tiers, but they're still one of because it's a group.
That's all I want to hear. But they said they're in the same
had to.
tier.
I mean, we're gonna see.
I know,
We're
right?
gonna see. We got the second year
year.
quarterback that's about to go up there and do something.
No threats to Kerman. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's no threats. I think they're all on the same level to me. I just think Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are just too good for anybody to beat in the AFC.
But look, biggest threat don't mean you actually lose. Threat. Threat mean like okay, they push you to the brink. It's the Bengals.
I don't know. The Ravens had them, man.
No, they did not. Why we keep saying that? They did not have them, bro.
How many
They did
touchdowns
not
did they
have 'em.
score that game?
Huh?
The Chiefs had to fight through that game. It ain't like they just went over there and smoked them.
First of all, the Chiefs got a double-digit lead, and Mahomes played conservative the whole game. That's what he said.
They
He
got
got
a
a quick
double-digit
early double-digit lead, and he played conservative. All he focused on was don't turn the ball
Hold
over.
on. No, he
Listen
didn't,
every
Joe.
day.
Hold on, Joe, because I got it right here. Game started. Ravens punted. Chiefs scored. Ravens scored. Tie game. Then the Chiefs scored. So now you're talking about a 1-point game. You said he came out there and got a quick double-digit lead.
No, keep reading it. Keep reading it. So,
No. So then look. Ravens fumble. Chiefs punt. Ravens punt. Chiefs punt. Ravens punt. Field goal. End of the half. That's a close game, Joe.
So 10-point lead at the half.
Do you not
So
see all the drives before that?
Did the Ravens ever get about the single digits? They probably did, but
They did towards the end.
Okay. Now go to the Bengals game. Go to the Bengals and Chiefs game last time they played, and you give me that play-by-play.
All right, I ain't gonna do that right now. You might. We going back and forth. We playing tennis now. All right, you got me on that one. I can't bring that up. You're 1 hour show. We'll take that to the chat.
Bengals about to lose. They play y'all week 1, Teddy. Is that why you saying that? I put money on the Bengals for that game too.
Well, Dave, if you got enough money to put it on that game, then you need to call Jerry Jones because he ain't got enough money to pay his own players. We gotta talk about it right quick. Because look, Dave, I see you over there, Joe. Go ahead, bring up the box score. We're gonna introduce this next topic. Go ahead. If you got it up now, go ahead and say it. It
was a tie ball game, and the Chiefs hit a game-winning field goal with 27 seconds left after a push late hit. So this game, yeah.
And it was snowing.
The Bengals be on a line.
It was snowing though. Context. It was cold. Now it was so cold out there. Them boys didn't know what to do with themselves.
I'm glad my bro came in. And the Bengals.
The only speed bumps on Mahomes highway.
He's defeated against Tom Brady.
I've been Tom Brady and the Bengals. Hey, J-Mo, I see what you did there. Speed bumps on the highway. Let's move forward. We're just gonna move forward. Amicably.
Speed bumps on the highway. Dang.
Man,
What highway y'all on?
Tom Brady.